Hello, I am Joshua P. Warren, and I am finally ready to tell you everything about the huge event that I am producing in Las Vegas, May 16th, 17th, and 18th of this year, 2018. I have the itinerary in my hands. This event is called Finding Your Magic. Now, let me tell you about the inspiration for this. I have spent years researching the relationship between matter and energy and how to tap into that so that you can manifest things, so that you can use the force and create things in your life that are truly magical. And what I found is that over the years, some people say, like, I love working with the wishing machine, I have tremendous success. But once in a while I meet somebody who says, yeah, I don't like things with knobs and dials, and that doesn't work for me. I like magic wands. Okay. Somebody else will say, no, I don't like magic wands. I prefer to dowse. Or somebody else says, look, I don't like to do any of that stuff. I like to use mental techniques like the ones in Use the Force. And then you just have people who say, like, look, nothing ever works for me. Well, I have studied all these different types of people because we are all unique. You have your unique DNA. And I had an aha moment. And I have created a method that will match you up, your specific personality type, with a technique that will work for you. And I'm talking the best technique possible. And I'm writing a book about this. And I figured the best way to debut this book in grand style is to produce a big event where I bring you in and I show you how this works with hands-on interactive exercises. And then my imagination kept running wilder and wilder, and I started making a bigger and cooler and more amazing event. And so now we have this itinerary. This is a one-time only event. And this event is only for 100 people. Only 100 people will be allowed to do this. Finding Your Magic. It is going to take place at MGM's world famous Excalibur Hotel and Casino on the Vegas Strip. Now that place is legendary. It's truly a castle. It's a palace. There's a 24-hour casino there. There are 24-hour restaurants. There is an arcade, so even if you're not into gambling, you can go and have fun in this big arcade. There's a tram there that will take you to other hotels and casinos and other places on the Strip. I mean, just being there is fantastic. I mean, they have a spa there. In fact, I was in the spa at the Excalibur when the idea for this event occurred to me. So what I want to do right now is just go over this itinerary and explain to you more specifically what this is all about. So again, I'm calling this 3 days of fun and exercises that will personally match you with your perfect system to manifest what you want. Now, I'm going to be hosting and guiding you through this whole process, so you'll be there with me every day for 3 days. But to really put some icing on the cake, I asked my friend, Dr. John Alexander, some people know him as Colonel John Alexander, if he would be a special speaker and talk about telekinesis, remote viewing, and other things of that kind. Now, let me tell you, if you don't know who Dr. John Alexander is, I don't know where you've been. He has a resume that is so vast and impressive. Tom Clancy was a friend of his. Uri Geller wrote the foreword to his newest book. If you've ever seen the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats, the character that George Clooney portrayed was inspired by Dr. John Alexander. I don't know anybody else who's been played by George Clooney in a movie. So you're going to get to hear from him as well. That is a special bonus treat. Oh, and have you kept up with the news lately? And have you seen that the U.S. government has finally admitted that they have been back engineering UFO debris? Well, where are they doing that? Where are they storing this stuff? Oh yeah, Las Vegas. So guess what? I have some strange debris from Roswell, New Mexico, that I have never allowed the public to see before. Now, I have one piece that I have allowed the public to see on 2 occasions. I have other pieces that have never been shown, and I'm talking about stuff, pieces of metal that will literally stand up and levitate and spin when you put them in an electrostatic field. I am bringing this debris out, and you are not only going to be the first person to see it, aside from my closest colleagues, you're going to get to play with it. You're going to get to touch this stuff. That is a special treat for you. Oh, and a lot of people are excited about this new field of research that I created called paracymatics, where I create sigils by taking different types of frequencies and playing them in water and then imaging them in various ways to create these sigils or symbols that seem to produce these almost magical effects. Well, I have never demonstrated exactly how I do that before live, and I'm going to for you. You will get to see me create some paracymatic sigils. I'll teach you that process and how it works, and so you can go out and you can start creating them yourself, and you can get very creative with that. My book, Finding Your Magic, is going to be debuted again at this event. Now, this book was intended to be an ebook, because people these days like instant gratification. They like to be able to hit a button and get something emailed to them. But I've decided I'm going to do one printing of this new guide, and you are going to be the only person in the world to get one of these. I'll sign it for you. You'll have that to take home with you. And again, this is if you are one of the 100 people who signs up. And I already have people all over the world who've been emailing me saying, Joshua, I don't know what you are producing, but I've already bought my plane ticket to Vegas because I know it's going to be good. If you're doing it, I'm going to be there. And I kid you not, that's how quickly this thing is going to sell out. So let me go down the list, and trust me, I do have some surprises that I would love to tell you about, but then it wouldn't be a surprise. You're going to go home with some other free stuff. Trust me on that. So, my favorite laboratory, or one of my favorite laboratories, is Las Vegas. Because if you can go to Las Vegas and you can beat the odds, then you are doing something that is tangible. You're putting your money where your mouth is. The things that you are going to learn, I believe, will definitely more than pay for your trip to Las Vegas. Some of you are going to go home with a heck of a lot more money than you had when you came there. So anyway, I've left time in the schedule for you to also just have fun and explore Vegas and do some stuff on your own. So here we go. Wednesday, May the 16th, everybody arrives. The check-in time is 3 p.m. So you'll have time to just sort of get adjusted until 8. Now at 8 o'clock that night, I am throwing the biggest party I've ever thrown. And this is included, okay? So we're gonna have, I think we're probably like a taco bar and nachos and a vegetarian section. You're gonna be able to have beer, wine, liquor, soda, whatever you want. I mean, this is a big, expensive party, frankly, that I am throwing for us to really get to know each other and get started off on the right foot having fun in Las Vegas. So that'll be our big mixer night from 8 to 10:30, and that's it, because I know that you'll be kind of exhausted. You don't want to have to stress over anything. Go get a good night's rest. The next day, Thursday, May 17th, you've got your morning to yourself. You can go have lunch on your own, do whatever you want to, because we don't even start till 1 o'clock. And then from 1 to 5, I will deliver my main presentation, Finding Your Magic, where I will teach you what I have learned about matching you up with the technique that will work for you. That is going to include the paracymatics sigil demonstration, and that's also the day that I'm going to break out the Roswell debris and give you the chance to play with it and see what happens. So that'll be from 1 to 5. That'll be a 4-hour experience where you're going to learn a lot of stuff that is going to leave you thinking and leave you very excited. That night, I'm calling Fun Night in Vegas. So what that means is you can go and just do whatever you want to on your own. Or I have arranged an optional trip that I hope that you'll take advantage of. You probably know that I have appeared on the television show Ghost Adventures. I've worked with the host Zach Bagans on, I guess, at least 3 different TV series over the years, like Paranormal Challenge and Paranormal Paparazzi. Well, Zach has a new museum in Las Vegas. It's called the Haunted Museum, and it is one of the coolest places I have ever been to in my life. Truly, I was astounded. I knew that Zach was putting together a heck of a collection. I didn't understand just how extensive and how just amazing some of the stuff is that he's cobbled together. But here's the thing. It's creepy. Okay. I mean, you have to sign a waiver before you even go in there. And so some of you will just be like, no, I don't want to go, because it's a big haunted mansion and it's full of all of this like macabre stuff. So if that's for you, fine. If not, fine. Okay. But this is an option. So I'm going to arrange, I guess, a shuttle or a bus for however many people. It's going to obviously be a limited amount of people to go that night to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. So you don't have to do it, but if that's up your alley, I recommend it. Otherwise, there is so much stuff to do in Las Vegas, so much stuff to do right there on the property at the resort, hotel, and casino. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to have plenty to do. 24-hour-a-day entertainment. Too much. So on Friday, we're going to get started. This is May 18th. We're going to get started at 1 p.m. So again, you have your morning to yourself. You go have lunch on your own. At 1 p.m., that is when Dr. John Alexander is going to give his presentation on telekinesis, remote viewing, and some other stuff that you're going to want to hear about. And after that, we are going to have what may be the most exciting part of this whole experience. From 2 to 5, we are going to have exercises. Now, here's what that means. I'm going to create different stations, and we're going to rotate you through these different stations where we are going to allow you to get hands-on, and you are going to manifest, and you're going to make magical things happen. So, for example, one of our stations will be the wishing machine station. And guess who's going to be at the wishing machine station? Dr. Mulder himself, the man who makes the wishing machines, will be there at the station. I mean, he's a very obscure, reclusive figure. He's never been to Las Vegas. He's going to come to Vegas so he can sit there and teach you personally the best techniques. The very fact that we're going to be dealing with psychokinesis and telekinesis exercises, I mean, I'm going to have these special wheels that you'll be able to spin with telekinetic effects. The fact that we're going to do that with Dr. John Alexander there, who's, again, friends with Uri Geller, who, it's almost like going to Disney World and being shown around by Walt Disney. I mean, it's like I have taken the A-team, the best of the best, and put them all together here to give you this personal experience. So we're going to do all that stuff. And those exercises, I mean, I swear to you, it's going to be like a spark, like an electrical strike, a lightning strike. And suddenly you're going to snap into your match. When you are matched up with the technique that works for you, and you suddenly say, oh my gosh, I can do this now. It's life-changing. And we're going to have our book signing after that. I'll be signing my new book, and you'll have that to take with you, so you don't have to worry about stressing out with notes or whatever. Dr. John Alexander, he'll be signing some of his new books, so that's a great opportunity. But afterward, guess what we're going to do? We are all going to hit the casino together and party, and you are going to use your newfound skills in the casino. Hopefully we don't get blacklisted from Vegas, because we might just go in there and really clean house with our new manifestation abilities. That's why I have no doubt that some of you are going to basically have a free experience, because you're going to go and win enough money, I'm sure. So yeah, that'll just be a big night for us to relax, party, enjoy ourselves, try our skills out. And then sadly, on Saturday, May the 19th, we have to check out at 11 a.m. But the good news is, even though you'll be sad to see your new friends go, you're going to go back home and you're going to be a different person, and you're going to be a person who can do things that you could not do before. Now, this experience is something that I've worked really hard to put together. This is the biggest event I've ever produced in my entire life, and it's the best event I've ever produced in my entire life, and I have produced a lot of stuff. So the package that I put together, it should cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and that was originally what it was going to cost. And I had to go in and negotiate and do everything I used the force myself in every way possible to get this price at a point where anybody who's serious can afford it. Listen to this. Here's what you get. You get 3 days, 3 nights staying at the world famous MGM Excalibur Hotel Resort Casino. You get to stay there. You get to go to the mixer where I'm providing everything for free. You're going to get the food, the booze, all that stuff is on me. You're going to get a free copy of my new book, Finding Your Magic. You're going to get access to everything on the property there at Excalibur. You're going to get freebies and stuff like that. You're going to get all this content. You're going to get a life-altering experience, all this stuff for less than $1,000. That is unheard of. Just do some research and you'll see how unheard of that is. And the way I've set this up for your convenience is, if you are one of the first 100 people who signs up, because we can only take 100 people, what you'll do first is you'll buy the event package, which is just more or less your ticket to all the content that I'm creating. And then you will receive an automated email that will take you to a special website Excalibur set up just for me and just for this event, where you will then pay separately for your room and accommodations so that you can go in there and you can make your own adjustments. So let's say you might want a particular type of room, or maybe you want to stay by yourself, or you want to have a friend with you. I mean, these are things that you can customize. But regardless, both of the fees, the fee for the event and your room, all that will come up to less than $1,000 per person. I worked it out that way. So again, you'll buy your ticket first, and then you'll be sent the information to go and register your room and all that stuff directly with the hotel. And that way I don't have to worry about your accommodations issues, and you can be very specific about what's going to make you happy. So this is the best thing I can produce. I mean, this is it. This is the ultimate. And it's sad that such a small number of people are going to be able to enjoy this, but that's also important, because we want that one-on-one time. We want that interaction. I want to get to know you. I want to answer your questions, and I'm going to have questions for you. And we're going to go through this process together, and it's going to change your life, and you're going to go home and you're going to be a new person, a better person. You'll be able to do things you couldn't do before. All right, so all the details are at joshuapwarren.com. There is no period after the P. Go to joshuapwarren.com and you'll find a link there right at the top of the homepage to the big event, May 16th, 17th, and 18th of 2018, called Finding Your Magic. I hope that you are one of the lucky ones who will be there. If so, I will see you soon partying in Las Vegas.